Right, good morning, Peter.
Morning, Andrew. Here we are at Abbeystead, down by the river, at the number one on the market, and we're going to go in a clockwise direction. We're going to go back up the road that we've just come down for a while, bit of a steep climb there, and then cut through the fields here to Higher Emmet. Cross the road, the Trough Road, and cut through the fields here on the Wire Way up to Tarnbrook. It could be quite muddy at this part, and then we follow a track up to and round here up to what's it called, Sprite Clough, where there claims to be a ford, but I don't remember there being a ford. And then we're going up here and over the top and back down to Tower Lodge, which is on further up the Trough Road. We walked down the Trough Road for quite a while, past Marshaw, and then here we come down to the Marshaw Wire. Well then, I think this is we've sort of a tributary of the main River Wire, and we follow this footpath which mainly keeps close to the river, with a view over to Abbeystead House and back to the cars.
How far have we got today?
It claims to be 6.5 miles with 800 feet of ascent.
All right, so that could be interesting. It was a lovely day yesterday. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. 7 of us? 8 of us.
Could be 8.
Oh, we've lost one, I think. There's somebody. And if you just look down here, it's a bit icy. It's cold today, very cold. This is part of the wire that's running down here, and I'll say whenever we get the 8 together, we'll be off and walking. So off we go. Still, today's subject is the latest episodes, or the latest series of The Bay on TV tonight. So that's the start for the intellectual day that's ahead. I'm sure there'll be something far better than that to talk about. And especially for my wife, I'm looking for flowers today. So let's hope the daffs are out. We're off. Abbeystead, this is part of the Abbeystead estate around here. And the Wire, the River Wire, heading down towards Fleetwood. Nice day. Sun's just trying hard to get out. Some glorious views over the lakes this morning when we met at Happy Mount Park, and hopefully we'll get some good views today from the tops. I think Peter said there was 800 feet of climbing today, and we've done probably the first 200 on this little bit. Going up this hill, you probably can't guess the gradient there. I think it's a 1 in 5, and we're puffing a bit. I suppose that's what you get when you start down by the river and you're going up to the tops. We've just come across the field here, and we're heading in the direction behind me. This is just one of the Wire Way signposts, I think. So I'm describing it. WW for Wire Way. You can go whichever way you want on it. There's a bit of a piece of rubbish on it as well there. And then we go wider back onto those fells again, the Bleasdales, and over the Trough. There's a red van there, which is probably the postman or workman, and that's on the Trough Road. And we're heading up that way to cross that road and carry on the walk. So this is a take your pick style. There's a way marker on the left there that's saying go to the left, and this one that you can't make out very well probably on the video is actually saying go to the right. So we tossed a coin. No, we didn't. We looked at the map, and we're going to the right. We've had a number of these today where there's been a stile like that, and then 20 yards away there's an open gate. So we've just come through the open gate instead of climbing the stiles and doing things like that. And we're down now. I'm guessing this is the Tarnbrook wire. When you look at the map, if you look at the map that we started off with, there are two tributaries of the wire. There's the Marshall wire and the Tarnbrook wire. This is probably the northerly one. I think that's the Tarnbrook one. And then they join up near to where we parked, actually, to form the wire that runs out to Fleetwood and then into the bay. And for those of you that take a note of these things, it's past 11 o'clock now. We've had 11s. We stopped at a barn in the shelter, in the lee from the wind, had a pleasant half a warm, and our 11s, and we're moving on now to get in to cross the wire over this bridge down here. And I'm guessing there might be a photograph opportunity here for the group photo. And once again, another kind opportunity here. There's a lovely stile on the Grosvenor estate here on Abbeystead, but with a wide open gate, so I don't think we'll do any climbing, we'll just do the walking. Yeah, Peter's just come up. Oh, Peter's just come up with it there. It's Christmas lunch 2023. I tell you, that'll feed some. It might feed all of us here. It's a big beast, is that. In a field on its own. I wonder why. Boy. These finger posts are pointing us up a slight incline, a slight hill on the wireway, coming on the wireway and into this open access conservation area to protect the moorland birds. So got to look after the Duke's group. The Tarnbrook wire. We've stopped for our bridge picture, and it's a bridge with a stile line to stop the livestock going on it. So a bit of climbing to do. Look at that, look at that. Hey, you never thought Jeff could get his leg that high. That was unbelievable. I tell you what, you should be in the Royal Ballet. I just walked on this little patch of road here that you can see at the side of the trees there. That goes on literally onwards and upwards, as you can see, over the end of the fell, over the side and up to the top there. There it is. It's going over the fell, and the fell just opens up, comes back this way. You can still feel that wind. It's perishing cold. Nature's work on that tree, taken the middle out of it, left all the bark, and this is where we've had lunch. There's Neil sat on his own, poor Neil, and everybody else is sat on the lee of this barn, which is a fine old barn. Everything's well kept round here. I'm guessing the Duke of Westminster looks after his land, and his tenants are expected to look after it as well. Windy, cold, grey skies, a bit of blue, sun's trying to get out, as you can see. It's very cold today. Here's a variation on the theme of a stile. Even Jeff's taking pictures of it. That's the way we've come up from down the bottom here from lunch. Alright John, thanks. Come up the hill from the bottom down there. You can just see now across the fell there, right on the horizon there, on the skyline, just see Jubilee Tower. I'm guessing now we're just about probably at the top of the walk. Over there, if it were clear, you'd be across to probably Cochrane and the Bay, Fleetwood Knot End. This is the other side of Harris End, I think. I'm trying to work that out. Don't know where the track is there, but the road front there is the road over the top of Bowland. Cyclists' dream, depending whether you're going up or coming down. Nightmare going up, dream coming down. Still very cold. It is, it's bitter today. There's a horrible wind blowing. Skies are grey. Not much blue about. But the cold is helping because the land, the underfoot conditions are very damp. But there's ice on them, so we've managed to keep a bit of stability and not been sinking up to our knees every so often. Anyhow, we're going down. We're heading down now to join the Trough Road and then make our way back down the Wireway to our car park. We've managed to get out the wind now. It's like somebody said, it's something like somebody's turned the fire on. It's a lot warmer here. We're just in the lee. A bit of a wood on the left hand side. Leftovers on there. Bob's just been giving us his details about the state of the dry stone walling around here and how good or bad it is. And Peter's followed in the way of our absent leader, Chief Wounded Knee, by coming out with the phrase of, I don't really know where we are at the moment. So he is really making some strong bids as full-time deputy, part-time assistant leader, nominated vice, whatever, for some time. Bob's found something. It's some sort of netting to keep things in or out, but there's a hole and it's cable tied up at the moment, so. But we're heading downhill, heading down towards the top of Bowland Road, and like I say, hopefully heading then back on the road and the footpath on the Wireway. We've come down the path here. This might be familiar to a lot of people, probably not this close, but this is the road up through the Trough. There's the way marker for the finger post and the way markers for the public footpath, and this is I think this is part of the wire then we're on, and this is the Trough of Bowland Road. Very popular here in summer. Lovely little spot. You park your car there where that pickup is, and you get access to the water. Lovely for children just to come and paddle and play and throw a few stones. You can waste an hour or two here, and it's, if the weather's nice, you can, mum and dad can have a snooze. And this is a little river running down in the bottom here. Just see it down there. That's heading down our way. I'll check on what that is. I think that might be the Marshall wire. We'll check anyway when we get towards a map or somebody that's got one. And then this is the other end of the Trough, the road heading up that way. There's a cyclist just gone past us, and he's got over his cycling top he's got a puffer jacket, down puffer jacket. I don't think he'll need that when he gets to the top. It'll be coming off with that. He might need it on the way down the other side, but it'll be zipped up then. Oh boy, he's going to get warm in that on. This is just a little bit further down the road. You can hopefully begin to understand why the Trough of Bowland and this area is a national area of outstanding natural beauty. It's gorgeous here, just lovely. And even here on a road that can get busy, all you can hear at the moment is, apart from my voice, is the trickle of water running over the stones. Beautiful countryside. And it's 10 miles from Lancaster at most. Beautiful. Yeah, so this river now is the Marshall Wire. We walked up this morning alongside the Tarnbrook Wire on the Wireway, and this is the southern bit of it, the Marshall Wire, and we're heading back now to where those two join. We never cease to wonder when we're walking on here, and we just talk about various bits and bobs, but just look at this. This is the little river now, the Wire, that runs down here and round that little bit. There's a bit goes on the other side, but you can see that this is part of a floodplain, and look at all the stones that have been shifted. Imagine the power of the water to move all that lot to form this river bank here. Wonderful, wonderful.
On top of another, not crossed.
Just talk us through it, Bob. When did you do it? When did you build this?
1943.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And that was about 7:45 in old money, was it then?
That's right.
Yeah, okay. And that was all you could manage in 3 weeks, was it? Okay. But you were learning then, were you?
Yeah.
All right.
Because the side's not straight.
All right. And neither's the
Rolling
top.
out the middle.
Okay. This is just for Bernard. Bernard, you'd love this now. We're out of the frosty stuff. We're onto the we're into the estate at Abbeystead here, near Abbeystead House, and all that soft, that hard, crunchy underfoot has gone. And Bernard, it's boggy. You'd love it. You'd love bringing us through here. And as we've come onto the estate here, just down at the bottom there. Couple of what we think are probably rifle targets or shooting targets, shotgun targets for the shoot practice. There's a big bank behind it, so they're not going to waste all the time of that. And to the right of the two white bits are two dark bits. I'm just wondering if that's where the targets used to be. A lovely diversion here, just keeping to the footpath of the Wireway. Again, I'm guessing this is the Marshall Wire that we've walked along. Just come over a little bridge there. Beautiful, isn't it? A lovely place. Bit of gorse there, and again, just the running water. Beautiful. And what nicer place can you think of than just here for an afternoon break? A little drink before we carry on. It's lovely. Well, I don't know if you can see it. Told it was cold, and that's snow that we're standing in today. Yes, so we'll be moving soon. We're moseying along here, heading back now, and there's the stately pile of Abbeystead House all the way around here. Lovely. Two bringing up the rear. Snow stopped. Not really enough to ski on, but we'll just carry on. We've got to cross the river again. I don't know how many times we've crossed them today, but we've got to cross it again to get back to the cars. And here we are then, at the end of a very exhilarating. Oh, it's been that cold, we can't even move my lips properly. A very exhilarating day. We're back at the cars now, having done a good mileage, cracking walk, varying terrains, varying weather. You've seen it all. Next week we're going to try. I still haven't seen any flowers, Lynn. I'm sorry, I've looked. But next week I think there's a chance, because we're going up to Grasmere to Wordsworth Cottage to start there. So we'll see you then, folks. Bye.